Hello, White. This is Jamil Hassan from Mashik TV, Pakistan. Take it on a lighter note. Two M's that Pakistani fans will never forget: Michael Hussey and Matthew White. How hard it was targeting one of the finest bowler of T20 and current top bowler of the tournament, Shaheen Shah Afridi. How hard it was targeting him.
Yeah, we didn't really target him, to be honest. Marcus Stoinis played a terrific innings, I thought, to be able to get it to a total that we started to think would or could be chaseable towards the end there. So I think the way he played freed me up to be able to do what I did at the end there. Obviously, I was hitting to a bit of a longer boundary to him, but we felt like the left arm, his slow balls were going to spin into me, so I thought that I would target him a little bit more, I suppose, in that over, given that I thought if Marcus was there in the last over that it would give us a good chance to win the game. If Ralph bowled the last over, he did really well off him the previous over that he'd faced off him. So that was kind of our thinking. We certainly didn't go into the game targeting him. He was a terrific bowler, and I just got lucky tonight, I suppose.
Shakir Wasi here from New News, Pakistan. Was that catch drop is a turning point of this match? And my another question is that Australian team is the most experienced team of this all teams with a lot of senior players. Do you think in a knockout round or a pressure match, experience does matter?
Yeah, it certainly helps. Just to be in that situation, I think even the first game, to be batting with Marcus in that South African game and us working really well together and getting us home then certainly helped as well. But yeah, experience is key in these games. Even though we lost a few early wickets and things weren't really going our way early, there was no real panic in the dressing room. We've got experience the whole way down. And the same with the ball. It felt like, at times, it felt like we were going for 12 and 13 and over with this crowd. It felt like we were behind the game the whole time, but you look at the board, it was 7, 8, 9 and over. It wasn't like we're getting put all over the park. But in those scenarios, I think experience really helps to be able to slow the game down a little bit and be able to dictate what we want to do a little bit more. So I think T20, we all thought it was going to be a young man's game when it first came in, but it's certainly the more experienced players tend to have a little bit more success towards the back end of their careers. So, yeah, it's hard to say. The drop catcher, I'm not sure. I think we needed 12 or something, 14 maybe at that stage. So I felt like the game was starting to swing in our direction at that stage anyway. I get out there and, we're not sure what's going to happen, obviously, but I would still be pretty confident with Pat coming in and Marcus still at the crease that we could have got the job done anyway. So I wouldn't say that was the reason why we won the game.
Thank you. We'll go to Zoom now. We do have a lot of hands up here, so we may not get to everyone this evening. We'll start with Adriz Malik. One question each, please.
Thank you very much. Congrats. Australia played very well and make a match. Is there any hope before that catch drop is that you are ready to meet the target, or something that catch drop made for you people?
As I just said, I think by the time that the catch went down, I was pretty confident that we were in a really good position to get the runs. If that had happened 3 or 4 overs beforehand, then obviously that would have dictated the outcome of the game a little bit more. But I think we must have needed 14 because I came back and I think we need 12 after that. So, he takes that. We need 14 off, whatever it was, 8 or 9 balls. And as I said, Paddy Cummins was coming in next and Marcus was hitting the ball as well as anyone out there tonight. So, you can focus in on the things that happen really late in the game, but there's plenty of things that go on throughout a whole game that can dictate a little bit. So, no, I hope that wouldn't have too much of an effect on the outcome of the game.
Salman Khan.
Thank you. You played a very good cricket today and rode to the final. What do you think what was the turning point of the match? Those 3 run-outs which are missed, or the catch drop by Hassan Ali?
I don't think any of them were the turning points to the match. I think the way Marcus Stoinis batted at the end, to be honest, was probably the turning point of the match. I think when I came out there and he might have hit the spinner for a 6 first ball that I got out there, I think that kind of a play in my eyes is really gutsy, and those decisions that you make out in the middle win your games. I mean, he could have easily blocked that ball. He went for it, hit a 6, and then that total comes down a little bit more. But I think the turning point of the game, I thought, was Marcus's over against Ralph. I thought that kind of swung the momentum our way and gave us a little bit of an opportunity to win the game. I don't think it's just an easy thing to do to focus in on missed chances. Yes, maybe it would have gone down late in the last over, but I'm still confident that we could have got home.
We have a cricket and more.
Yeah, hi. Wait, terrific knock that was. My question is, how much did the dew affect the chase and the game in general? Were you comfortable with the target at the halfway stage?
Yeah, there was a little bit of dew out there, I think. You may have to ask the Pakistani fielders a little bit more about that, but it felt like the dew was coming in a little bit. The wicket played really, really well. So, yeah, we're confident that we kept the total to something that we could definitely chase. We're probably hoping, under the 160 mark, but they got going towards the back end and stretched that total out a little bit. So, yeah, we're confident, but then we lose our captain first over. You start to chase your tail a little bit. So, David Warner's innings was terrific as well to guide us to somewhere where we could launch at the back end. But yeah, we're pretty confident we could get them.